you know, every day it just gets more and more difficult to be here in Babylon the prostitute, right? And to just watch. I feel like every minute the bots, clones, clowns, Nazi pedophiles just get dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. It's like, I understand that they severely lack intelligence, but I mean, this is absolutely just through the roof, you know? I was walking down the street yesterday and I saw like, I guess they've got some local elections coming up, you know, and they start putting up like the posters, you know, so-and-so for judge, so-and-so for sheriff, so-and-so for city council, whatever, right? Some fucking slick Rick Masons right next to me, loud as fuck. Sorry, guys. These assholes can't talk in a normal range, you know. They gotta always have all eyes on them all the time, you know. They don't give a shit about anything else. And then I come in this morning, get food, you know. I happen to have a Uber Eats gift card, but I also have the Panera Drink Club. So I order my food on Uber, pick it up, and go to the counter to get my drink. And the lady behind the counter was so fucking rude to me for no reason, you know. I stood up at the register and she was like, yes. I'm like, hello, good morning. Just wanted to get a drink. You know what I mean? These hateful, spiteful, wicked creatures, right? These prostitutes, these whores. And the problem is the bitch is mad because she's ugly. She's used up, washed up, and dried out, right? And so she can't sell her ass for a living anymore. So she's got to work, you know, behind the thing making cookies. And she don't like it, right? She don't like it. And to my point, and it's too late now, this whole fucking city's about to shut down. They ain't got no more fucking water, right? Whether the big one rips through the West Coast and takes down this whole fucking place or not is irrelevant now, because they have less than 1 week of water left, which they have less than 1 week of electricity left. I woke up this morning, well, I woke up earlier than that, but at 6 o'clock in the morning, it was 102 degrees. When the power goes out, guess what? You're going to have dead bodies in the streets. They cannot survive without their AC here. They can't survive. And then combine that with the lack of water, with no water. What are they going to do? Right? If they were smart, they'd leave now, but they're not smart. Right? And this is not classified information, right? This is not hidden information from the public. Oh, hell no. This shit has been on the fucking news, right? For a long time, right? It's been, hey, Vegas, you're almost out of water. You're almost, Lake Mead's going dead. Like, hey, Vegas, hey, hello. You can't fucking do nothing for these people. You cannot save them. You cannot help them. You cannot do anything for them. Right? That's why my channel is called I Tried, past tense, to Save You Idiots. Right? Because it couldn't be done. And it's not being done. The corruption is so deep, is so thick, that they allowed their fucking place to run out of water. Do you know what that means? All their casinos closed. Billions of dollars in the fucking toilet. Right? And not only that, no hospitals, no restaurants, no gas stations, and no electricity to their fucking houses either. Right? And they're over here laughing. Because life is just one big party here in Lucifer's La La Land. Right? Where the devil tells you you can do anything you want and it'll just be fine. Bitch, this ain't fine. This ain't fine. Right? It's going to be fine for God's people. But it ain't going to be fine for these fucking devil-worshipping chomos. No, it's not. Juliet, I'm talking about the fact that Vegas is out of water. They have less than 1 week left of water. And I've posted several videos. I've been whistleblowing about this for a long time, and I have suffered tremendously, right? This is just one of the issues, very critical issues that I have been whistleblowing about for 3 years, right? I got excommunicated from Babylon, right? Thrown to the streets by every fucking American, right? Fuck America, man. Fuck this whole fucking country, right? All these bitches are about to die, Tell me what you're going to do without water and electricity, bitch. Tell me what you're going to do. You're going to burn up in that hot fucking sun. Right? Right. Right, because you can't have no grocery stores, no gas stations, no hospitals, no restaurants, no casinos. You ain't getting shit. Right? Every single one of God's blessings revoked. Revoked. Right? Because they want to worship Satan over here. Right? This is Lucifer's la-la land. This is the devil's playground over here. You feel me? The whole country is, but especially Vegas. So anyway, they're done. And this doesn't just impact Vegas, folks. I have been screaming. I was in Arizona, Phoenix, and Tucson, screaming to those fucking clowns as well that they were running out of water, right? And that this was an urgent issue, that they needed to be conserving resources. You know, you would think that like the mayor, the governor, the sheriff, you know, any of these motherfuckers in positions of power, the judges, the lawyers, anybody in the community that had half a fucking brain cell, right, would be standing up and saying, you know, going on the news, like, hey guys, we're in a crisis water level issue, right? We have a crisis, a water crisis. We need to conserve resources. We need to ration water. We need to monitor water usage, right, very carefully and make sure that we're not overusing water. They have done not one thing. They just sit here with their head all the way up their buddy's asshole. All the way up their buddy's asshole. And it's so far up their buddy's anus that they cannot see or hear or speak or think. You feel me? Their whole brain is just literally has morphed into their buddy's asshole. Right? And that's all that's left. They have assholes for brains. You feel me? Because you know why? And I don't give a flying fuck about any of these Babylonians. What I do care about, though, is the children. Because they got kids here. What are you going to tell your kids when you ain't got no fucking water? No food. No air conditioning. No electricity. What are they going to tell their kids? They didn't think about that. It just didn't dawn on them. Because they don't care about their fucking kids. You feel me? I'm a mother. I cannot imagine having my child not have food or water or to be baking. This sun is breaking. Like, this is not survivable. It is 120 plus degrees outside in the middle of the day. It is so hot that when you walk outside, that shit hurts your skin. It's burning, like it's sizzling, right? And they got kids here, and they about to have no electricity, and it's not coming back, you guys. There's nowhere to get more water. It don't matter if you have $1 trillion, $10 trillion. It does not matter. You can't buy more water. They don't have it. There's nowhere to get it. This cannot be fixed. So like I said, their whole Diddy party lifestyle over here, right, it's about to get shut down. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, clone. That's what I'm talking about. And I know you guys are not intelligent enough, and this is the problem. When you create a subspecies that has a fucking 30 IQ because you want to have a bunch of fucking hoes and sex slaves and prostitutes and dumbasses, right? And then you try to explain to them, hey, you need water to survive. Hey, you need food to live. Hey, if your power goes out, you are at huge risk of death. Your whole city's going to shut down. You lose everything. You lose the whole economy. You lose your hospitals, your grocery stores, your gas stations, your restaurants, all of it. Right? It's a major health issue. This is a crisis for the general public. And where's your mayor, Vegas? Oh, she has her head up her buddy's ass. Where's your sheriff? Same. Your governor? Oh, Diddy party. This is what happens when you elect politicians that tell you you're allowed to do anything you want and get away with it. Right? And you could just have a full-fledged Diddy party lifestyle and just do whatever, and they'll hook you up and they'll do this and they'll get you out of this and they'll do that, right? And then guess what? Nobody's paying attention to the actual critical infrastructure that any city any population, any evolved community requires to function. Nobody was paying attention, right? They were all just partying, right? And so this is how it led to the death of everyone here. This is a huge deal, guys. 50 million people are impacted by this. Lake Powell's out of water. Lake Mead is out of water. The Colorado River is also out of water. And aside from the AI data centers, guess where your water went? Saudi Arabia. Why? Well, the elites wanted to build themselves a lush oasis, right? A Garden of Eden in the desert, right? Where it would be tropical foliage and people would be fanning them with grape leaves and feeding them by hand. It's a getaway place for the Nazis so that they could go enjoy life to the fullest, right? With their lush tropical oasis in Saudi Arabia while you motherfuckers die in the streets. And I tried to tell you, right? I tried to tell you, but y'all didn't want to fucking hear it, and you still don't. You still don't want to hear it, right? This is shit that y'all don't want to fucking hear. Why? Because you sold your soul to these motherfuckers. You agreed to die for this. And now guess what's happening? You're dying for this. But before you go, you lose everything. You lose everything. And like I said, I don't give a flying fuck about no fucking Americans. I could give a fuck less, except the 12 and under crowd. I do care about your kids, right? Because I don't think as a mother, right? I don't know, like I said, I have a maternal instinct, right? I look at children and my immediate thought, my immediate brain chemistry, it says protect the kids. Y'all got the opposite. The opposite. And that's why you and me don't get along. You're predators, right? You didn't even think about your kids. It didn't even dawn on you how this might impact them, right? What's gonna happen to your kids, folks? Did anybody think about y'all just gonna eat them? Rape them to death? Is that the plan? Right? Because you ain't gonna have tourists coming in that you could sell them to, like y'all doing right now. So then you're not gonna be able to like capitalize as much on the children as you have been. Right? Money's gonna be no good because you can't fucking eat it, and it can't cool you off, and you can't drink it. You see what I'm saying? So what's gonna happen to your children? You know what I mean? They're gonna die right alongside you. But when I say this is an extinction event, guys, that's what this is. It's extinction, and this is why. You didn't protect your property. You didn't protect your country. You did not protect your businesses. You didn't protect your home. You did not protect your children. All you fucking wanted to do was party, be lazy, be gluttonous, and be cruel. Right? Make money the fast way, the easy way, right? Sell your kids for fucking 2 nickels to throw in the slot machines. Bitch, it's a death sentence. So saith the Lord. So saith the Lord. Babylon. You feel me? So anyway, I'm trying to fucking, I don't want to be in public, right? I don't want to be in America. I don't want to be anywhere near these bots, clones, clowns, Nazi chomos. Right? I'm done with the fucking cult. I'm done with the coven. I'm done with the fucking secret societies, the witchcraft, the warlocks. I'm done with all of it, right? I'm done with all of it, bitch. I don't belong here because I'm not even the same species as you motherfuckers. I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't fit in. I don't fit in. I don't agree. Ooh, I'm telling you, I just saw that big fat death card. Boy, it's going to be major death. Guys, I'm telling you, the city feels like death to me. It gives me this, I have a constant 24/7 pit in my stomach because I already knew coming in here that y'all was fucked. I already knew coming in here that y'all wasn't gonna make it much longer. You could ask Arizona, right? Because I tried to save their lives as well. Could not be done. Could not be done. They're not intelligent enough to survive, and this is what you need to know about your species, right? You lack these survival instincts and intelligence required to evolve, required to not go extinct, right? If you don't protect your young, that's why mama bears, they'll kill you for trying to touch their cubs. Almost any animal species will not allow you to prey upon their young. And here y'all are preying upon your own young. You didn't protect your young. You didn't protect your land. You didn't stand on your constitution. You didn't do shit except party and have a good time and get fast, easy money. And that cannot buy you out of this, by the way. So now you lose it all. I'm just, the thing that really boggles my fucking brain is like when I go downtown to like the strip, you know, and I see these massive, you know, hotel, casino, restaurant. I mean, they put so much money into this city. I'm talking bank, right? I don't even know if you were to quantify the dollar value of Las Vegas, Nevada, right? Considering now, taking not into account the fact that they have no water, because now the dollar amount of this property is zero. All properties worth $0 between the no water and no electricity, and then also the West Coast about to crack in half. Y'all's property is worth $0. It's a liability actually to have property at this time, right? But let's take those two things, those two very preventable factors, right, out of the equation, and let's pretend that someone that was competent had actually been running Las Vegas, right? Someone that cared about preserving anything, including their own life and the life of their own family, had been running the city, right? Now, what would be the dollar amount, right? Because I worked in law for the Epsteins. I worked in real estate, you know what I mean? Like I know about big dollar real estate, right? That's one thing I do have a lot of expertise in, okay, just from my career in law, right? So I go downtown and I'm trying to think in my head, I wonder what Planet Hollywood is worth. The Bellagio. The Luxor. What is the actual dollar amount? Because you got to think, these were also income generating properties. This wasn't just like a hotel, like a normal hotel, where that is an income generating property, of course, because people are renting the rooms. You have the hotel aspect, and then you have those fucking casinos. They're so making money. In addition to the restaurants, in addition to the bars, in addition to the shopping, in addition to the nightclub. One of those properties alone is worth billions of dollars. It has to be. Just one. For them to throw it into the dumpster, and all of them did that. It's like you have to think, like, even your local business owners, which would be your mob bosses, the casino owners, they didn't care. They didn't say anything about it. Fuck the politicians. They didn't give a fuck. But no, they were too busy partying with their head inserted all the way up their buddy's asshole, so far that they couldn't see or hear, and it cut off the oxygen to their brain, so they couldn't think either. You feel me? Like, what are you doing? Right? And here I am trying to help these motherfuckers, right? Trying to call out the bullshit for what the bullshit really is. Trying to tell you, not only is this your business, this is life or death for your whole fucking town, bitch. Millions of people. They don't care. Nobody cares. I cannot Well, you don't have help now. This can't be fixed. It can't be fixed. It can't be undone. It can't be repaired. And every day they do everything they can to just expedite because they don't want nobody to find out what the Freemasons really are. Right? And the Eastern Stars. Right? And the Illuminati. Right? That's their worst nightmare, is to be exposed. So in lieu of exposure, what they would rather do is just have everybody dead. It's just simpler. It's just easier. Just let everybody die off, burn up in the hot sun. Right? And that way they'll never find out about the Epstein ring. They'll never find out that they're all fucking chomos, that they're all gay, that they're all criminals, that they're all this, that they're Nazis, blah, blah, blah. You see what I mean? That's the thought process of everybody involved. And that's fine, motherfuckers. But there's kids here. There's children. And that is like the kicker for me. You feel me? Like, if you want to kill all your fucking hoes and bitches, I don't give a fuck. Sacrifice every single fucking one to Satan. Shit, you already did. Right? Kill yourself as well while you're at it. Kill your whole fucking bloodline, bitch. But the problem is, you got little kids here. Right? That trusted you. That think the police are good people, right? That look at the leadership of this town and think that they're cool. Meanwhile, every single fucking police officer, right? Every single fucking politician, government official, state, local, federal government employee is looking at these children, knowing what's going on and what's about to happen to them, and laughing about it. You know, and that's my problem with America in a nutshell. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna get ugly. Because like I said, these motherfuckers cannot live out in that hot sun. They can't do it. They're gonna die. Day one, I mean, what could we imagine? Your elderly are done. Sick as fuck with AIDS and all kinds of fucking shit out here. Done. They need AC. They're gonna die. Done. No hospitals. Done. You got a bunch of drug addicts and fucking alcoholics that can't survive without a fucking drink. Done. You got a bunch of fucking deranged gambling addiction people, gambling addicts that are going to be in fucking convulsions if they can't play the slot machines. Done. Right? Right? And fuck every single one of them is what I have to say about that. Right? They could burn in fucking hell. And they're gonna. Right? But the kids, y'all fucked up for that. Putting your kids in hell. Like, what level of derangement, like, are you really at, America? I want to know. Like, how y'all really put y'all kids in hell? For what? Why would you want to do that to your kids? Because you're fucking evil. And that's the truth about America. Right? And it's not like, guys, listen, the rest of the world's watching. There's so few human beings left here that actually care about anything. Right? Other than themselves. Money. That it's sickening. I double dog dare you. Find somebody else on social media on the West Coast. Well, okay. You have Stefan Burns. You have Steve Earthmaster. Anybody know anybody else? that's speaking out about this stuff? Anybody? Anybody trying to help people? Anybody trying to save lives? Anybody concerned about the community? Anybody concerned about anything? They're fucking partying in their eternal Diddy party over here, where they believe they're going to be fine. And I don't know why, right? I don't know what the secret, like, conversations behind the scenes are that make these lunatics believe that they're going to be okay. The only thing that I can surmise is that they must truly believe that they are going to be getting on a spaceship and going to outer space. That is all I can think of. I truly cannot think of another reason why this entire community would have sat on their fucking ass and partied themselves to literal death. Without a concern, without a thought about their lives, their future generations. Even, like I said, even the big wig casino owners sat down and allowed this to happen without saying or doing a fucking thing about it. What would be the financial loss there, right? Total closure of the city. Huge. So you would think, like, okay, they care about money. No, they're so complacent that they're just used to sitting there, and the money just rolls in and rolls in and rolls in and rolls in, and they don't have to think about it. They don't have to work for it. They don't have to protect their business. They don't have to do jack fucking shit except party. And that's all they've been doing. So now look. Anyway, you're witnessing the fall of America, folks, and it is horrendous. And unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate. It's unfortunate for the children and the animals. That's the only loss. They did this to themselves. You can't help them, right? Like I said, they could start a GoFundMe. They could get on the internet and be like, right? Guess what? You could send them money. What are they going to do with it? They can't buy more water. They're dead. This is a death sentence. So just brace yourselves, rest of the planet, I guess, to watch whatever happens first, right? The West Coast ruptures, they run out of water. We see, obviously, New York, everything else is on fire. Everything else is flooding out. They're dropping, and the government is dropping disease after disease after disease after disease after disease on these people. They don't care. They don't care. You can't do anything. Go watch Kyle Kalinski's most recent video. You cannot do anything to make these things care. They're not human beings. They're not intelligent. They don't have a survival instinct, and they genuinely want to just sit back and die. So as they are dying, world, you must understand that this was their choice. They chose this for themselves and their children, right? And they're going to have to live with that now and die. It's like that person that's like, I compare it to like a heavy drug addict or alcoholic, right? That's what America is. Literally. You can try to help them. You can give them a place to stay. You can help them get into rehab. You can give them medical treatment. You can give them money, right? You can give them a job, right? But at the end of the day, in their mind, right, they are hell-bent on killing themselves. And they're going to take down anybody that tries to help them as well. So you have to get to the point where you have to cut them off and let them go. right? And it could be your child, it could be your spouse, it could be your mother or father. It gets to the point where they are so hell-bent on killing themselves that there is simply nothing you can do. No amount of support, no amount of love, no amount of protection, no amount of anything, generosity, kindness, anything, sympathy, anything. Nothing you do can break through. The addiction, the pull to kill themselves is too strong. They don't care if they die, and they don't care who they hurt. And that is almost all Americans. They're all in that same mindset, exactly to a T. They are hell-bent on killing themselves, and they have been, right? And there's nothing anyone could have said or done, no amount of understanding, sympathy, support, nothing. Nothing could have been done to save these people. It's biblical. It's biblical. It says, flee Babylon. I hate the slick Ricks. Flee Babylon. We tried to save her, but she could not be saved. The wicked shall perish. And they're all going to be cast into the lake of fire. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. So anyway, just get ready to watch America die first. And like I said, world, it's an extinction event. So unfortunately, they killed you as well. But when you see what happens to America, you may think about repentance, because you will fear the Lord. You will fear God. The world is going to weep when they watch what happens to the United States of America. They're going to cry, not for sympathy, but because they are afraid of God. They are afraid of God's wrath. And that hopefully will be the wake-up call that most around the world need. Not everybody, but these creatures, they don't get that opportunity now. They've had it. They've had it. You don't have another country where you have the level of attention being brought to these life-threatening, this pursuit of happiness stuff, basic, survival at this point, with their own people, their own citizens, calling this stuff out, warning them, telling them, right? And in return, being attacked, mocked, ridiculed, shunned, silenced. There's nothing that could have been done. Not many, but a nice sizable chunk of us have tried everything. Everything. It couldn't be done. And now it's too late. So anyway, just be prepared to watch America burn, guys, because it is burning already. And this is so... Dude, it's so hot. When they lose electricity, and it has been flickering already. I don't feel bad for them, but I do feel bad for the kids. It's really tough,